kind of motivated me was when I was younger, all the parents they always pushed all the kids to go to college, only get your degree in business, go do this. And I went to VCU and I have a marketing degree, but never used it. So it's like as I've been throughout my time, I've gotten certifications. Now I work in tech. I've been at Amazon since last September, but I always felt like it was something missing. Yeah. And like so, I play flag. So initially, I started by developing jerseys and different logos for other teams, and I was like, oh, I have fun doing this. And people liked the logos and stuff I came up with. Yeah. I started noticing I would see like my jerseys everywhere, and I was like, I wonder. Like, I had a friend who got into clothing, and I liked that, but for me, it was like I had the fear of not finishing. And so I have always come up with, grand ideas and ways that I could not have to work for someone else. Yeah. In my mind, I always felt like, I'm working to build someone else's dream when I still have dreams that I haven't accomplished. So, but fearing the failure of not completing something, not the failure of a business failure, but just not taking it to the next steps was always what held me back. And so I created Activity Book. I sat down, I used ChatGPT, I used different research that I found. I created the drawings, everything from scratch for myself. And I was able to complete this book. And not only complete that book, I created two others. And so that kind of gave me okay, I can finish something. I can really finish something. Yeah. So I would say, like, someone working a 9 to 5, I would tell them to use it for what it is, which is to gain infrastructure identity. Yeah. Like to understand how things are organized.
Because there are pros to that. Definitely.
There are pros to it. Like I will say I learned how to organize certain things or how certain things should be ran and sticking to deadlines. Those are things that you learn while you're on there. Yeah. But I would say know that you're going in there for that reason, or knowing that you're going in there to have this paycheck be sublimation for you being able to start your own business. Yeah, yeah. You want to use that to fund your dreams.
Otherwise, you build this resentment.
You suck.
Yeah, yeah. Take that leap of faith.
You gotta take that leap of faith. Yeah. And I say, like, if I was to give someone the best advice, and I wouldn't even say it's advice, because I mean, like, the best advice would be take the risk, because you got to take the risk in life. But
especially if it's like eating you up. Like,
if it's eating you up. But like one thing is like knowing. I think the best advice is knowing the game you're playing. That's number one.
Just like any sport.
Any sport, and within knowing the game, it's knowing when you have to play and when you shouldn't play. And what I mean by that is, there was a saying that someone told me. There was a teacher and a student. The student came to talk to the teacher about the program that they were on. And the teacher said, hold on, let me explain one thing to you about this game. He was like, look at this stick. He handed him a stick and showed it to him. He said, if you believe this stick is real, I'm going to hit you with it. Mm-hmm. If you believe the stick is fake, I'm going to hit you with it. So the student sat back and he's like, well, then what am I supposed to do? Either way, I'm going to get hit. So the student sat back for a second, then he grabbed the stick and he broke it. So it's like you have to know when to play by the rules, when to break the rules. 1865 Noir.
And 1865 is?
So it pays homage to my ancestors. It was the last year of slavery officially. Okay. It was when the last group of slaves found out that they were emancipated. Because in this
is that due with like Juneteenth?
Yeah, it's okay. Juneteenth. It's basically paying ode to that. In order for me to build a legacy, I gotta remember where I came from. Yeah. So I just try
to. That's their collective consciousness. That's where you came from. Yeah.
Yeah. So my last
instead
words,
of holding yourself down, you're like shining with spirit.
I'm trying to shine with my ancestors.
Let me go ahead and give a quick shout out to Crescendo Studios. If you are a resident of the DC, Maryland, Virginia area looking for a professional studio, a music school for yourself or your child, or looking to join, perform, and collaborate with local artists, Crescendo Studios is the studio for you. Crescendo has first-class equipments for your sound productions, the best music instructors the area can offer, and the studio also regularly hosts open mic events and Nova Traffic Jam. So, want to connect with Crescendo? Reach out to the team of your social network and Bo for your moment at Crescendo. Want more of Preach with Prak? How about you go ahead and subscribe to our Rise and Shine to Your Purpose newsletter, available only on preachwithprak.com. Here I'll provide you a weekly message to guide you throughout the week and check in with you with a wellness questionnaire. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe to Rise and Shine to Your Purpose newsletter, available only on preachwithprak.com. Finding our purpose is like finding a root on the ground. Initially, you are unable to tell what that root is meant to do. But when you give it the opportunity to grow, to bloom, when you give it the time, care, and attention, you will see what that root is meant to be all along.